But suppose we were live. How do I flip this around? Let's see if anybody comes on or not before I say anything. I never know if I have it right or not. Got one. Rick Funset. Hi Rick, how you doing? I guess it's working. I do this live thing and I'm not sure how it's supposed to work. Janet and I are up north running the dogs on some hare and cooking lunch for ourselves out here. Hi John. So we're up north here in the Jack Pine area, run our dogs. Dropped a little bit ago. They're about 800 some yards out, so we can't hear them right now. When they get swinging back around here, we should be able to hear them barking pretty good. I got something away here. Oh, there it goes. Thanks, Rick. This is our first day. We got up here yesterday afternoon. We drove up. Have to get all the family Christmas stuff out of the way. Up to our cottage up here. So now we're going to spend the rest of the week running the dogs. I wish they'd get to working their way back over here where we can hear it. But we got some cheese sandwiches in the oven on the Coleman stove, and Janet's percolating some coffee, which looks like it's done. And so now we're warming up our tomato soup. So we have some soup and some cheese sandwiches, and have on that while the dogs run. The dogs have put 20-25 miles on today, what we're hoping for. And they're still barking away. I don't know. Right now they're 900 yards. 900 yards out. I wish this, when I go live, I don't think it focuses on my GPS like it does. They've been running it for about 5 miles. I don't know if it'll focus or not. There's Opal. It's about 5 miles now. She's been running it. All three of them are together. Pearl's just low under that. Someone had dropped here before we got here this morning. We didn't drop until about 11 o'clock. And but it didn't take the dogs long. They got in there and they got right on the rabbit pretty quick. So once they started running, we went ahead and set up lunch. Thanks, Rick. It's hard for me to see when I'm looking through the phone if it's focusing or not. When I do just a regular video, then I touch the screen, it'll go to, it'll automatically focus. But I can't really tell when I'm doing live. This live thing's new to me. But you see, we just got miles and miles of running territory, and this is just a small section of it. So hopefully those dogs are working their way back. They're only 900 and some yards out now. They worked their way back. Hi, John. How are you doing? But hopefully you can hear them. They're running hard. And nice day. It's about 29 degrees. Had a little bit of snow last night. Got some fresh tracks on the ground. Was able to pick up. But we normally park at this one spot. This is what I call our conditioning grounds. We park here. We just set up and relax and let the dogs run and get in shape. Been a hard season to get them in shape this year, so they need a lot of running to toughen up. Opal went on a new diet program because she was getting to be too damn skinny, not putting any weight on. So we got her going on that new program, and that seems to be helping her. So hopefully that rabbit's out there 900 some yards. He just wants to keep circling around, teasing them dogs. I don't know if it'll focus again, but he's just doing himself a little circle out there. But he'll bring himself back. He started right here in front of us, so eventually he'll come running back this way again. Usually go about 900 yards to the east and then come back to Central Point, and then they'll go about 900 yards so to the west, and then come back to Central Point, and then usually about 700 to 800 yards deep he'll go in there. We're getting up by the road down there right now. I just wish it would I know Rick says it's focusing okay. It just doesn't look like it to me. You can see they're getting up there by the road, but that rabbit just kind of circling around in that area. Yeah, I know, John. I got lucky and had some extra vacation days. So I put in for those, and always try to, between Christmas and New Year's, get the extra vacation days and come up here and make sure we can play with the dogs a little bit. I don't know if you got in there earlier, but it looks like it's still warmed up pretty good, Janet. We got ourselves lunch being made right now. Smells good. Just percolated up some coffee. We got some soup on there, and we got some sandwiches in the oven. It's a nice day though, John. It's good weather. It's good weather. The dogs are able to scent good. Rabbits are out moving. There's fresh tracks on the edge of the roads all down through here. Yeah, thanks, Rick. We will. Definitely will. I just really want them dogs, that stupid rabbit, to work his way back this way so that you guys can hear him running. That's what it's all about, listening to the sound of the hound, not me talking. That gets boring. He'll work his way. Yeah, they can sure tear them up in those jack pines, can't they, John? Nothing really holds them back. Here west about 15-20 miles, they got a big old swamp. I call it the swamp from hell, that I drop them in. That's just nasty. You can't walk through it. You know, those kinds of cedar swamps like that. Had Bachman up here, I think it was last year. I don't know, him and a couple of his buddies come up. Well, they lost like 3 dogs, I think it was, or 4 dogs in that swamp. We found one the next day, and then the other ones 2 or 3 days later, they wandered into somebody's property and they called and got them retrieved. And it's a nasty fucker. But these pines, they just get in there and they can just go. And that's what they're doing. They're running these rabbits right now. Opal's on it, and she's running. They're into it almost 6 miles. She's running about 8.93 right now. Pearl, she's 5.5. She's at a 9.61. So they're still at the jump speed. They haven't settled in yet. They didn't have any checks yet, so their average hasn't come down yet. Checks play a big part in that averaging, as you know. But just because it's a good day, they're able to kick it out pretty good so far. You probably know right where I'm at, John. You're probably familiar with this. If I was to show you the toilet down the road there, you probably recognize it. Hi, Scott. How you doing? Hey, we drove by your place last night. I forgot you said you was going to be out of town. Did you ever get your Marcel working? We drove by your place to go check on my brother-in-law's place when we got up here last night. I know I said we was going to come up this morning, but we got everything squared away that we was able to run up here yesterday afternoon, so that worked out good. So we was able to get out today and running the dog, Scott. I'm trying to hang on here as long as I can before my phone dies to get the dogs down here where you can hear them. Oh, good. I'm glad you got it working. It's a nice device. Gives you a peace of mind while you're not at the cottage that everything's working well. What's up? Time to eat? All right, I gotta run. Janet says it's time to eat. We got our sandwiches and our soup, and then Maybe by the time we get done eating, the dogs will be back this way, and I'll get back on so y'all can hear them running. Okay, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time.